Day 194 of walking. Merry Christmas and all that jazz. I'm just sleepy. I ate so much fucking food. Oh, to all my friends out there, whether you're watching this or not, whether you come back to this, I want to say Merry Christmas. You guys are awesome. I messaged every one of you today. Anybody who spent time to actually get to know me or talk to me or game with me, I made sure to message you. I did not forget anybody. I'm happy to say that I'm happy to have met all of you. Hopefully in the new year, I get to continue to do that. And I hope it's an easier year for everybody. I know in February it's going to be great. So, this morning, I tried to sleep in, man. I tried. My body's like, hey, it's time to get up. 7 o'clock, I'm like, the hell it is. And so I try to go back to sleep. I wake up again thinking it was like maybe 10. No, it's still 8 o'clock. I'm like, body, no. Excuse me. We get the chance. We get the chance to sleep in. We should sleep in. Body, get back to sleep. I need to use the bathroom. Damn it. I got up and I started the spaghetti casserole. I liked it. People liked it. But at the end of the day, not a lot of it was taken. So there's still a lot in there left. I streamed, and even after this, I'm going to stream again because there are people like me who are lonely or alone or just by themselves on Christmas. So if I can give them a place to just come chill out in my stream, that's great. I did it earlier because I didn't know how the family thing was going to happen. I didn't know when my mom was picking me up or anything like that. So I streamed and some people stopped by. It was great. We were having a fun time. I'm going to do that after this. It's going to go this, use the restroom, and stream immediately afterwards. So I did get to speak to my baby. I got pictures of her. She sent me pictures. Her mom sent me pictures. She's got an Eiffel Tower that is nearly as tall as she is. Jesus. My goodness gracious. It's from the show Miraculous Ladybug, because we still watch it. And you know what? Small rant. Miraculous Ladybug is my favorite piece of 3D media for shows currently to date. The story is amazing. They keep updating the artwork, but I like how they're not going overboard to where I feel like the animators would be like, dude, this is too much. Like, no, I like the quality of it. What the hell? I like the quality of it. I heard the cat's bell. Meow. I swear to God, I thought the cat was downstairs in the basement. I was like, what the hell? But I love the quality of the work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you poured millions of dollars into each episode, it would look fantastic, but no. It's just a regular show, probably enough where the artists feel like they're really putting their all and getting paid their money's worth. At least that's what it seems like to me. Because whenever you see a show, and I'm going to use One Piece as an example, One Piece now, which has gone seasonal, by the way. One Piece now, when you see like the fighting scenes, like, oh yeah, they definitely poured their heart and souls and got the budget for this. And then every other scene in between that is just standing around and lip flaps. I'm like, what? What the hell? What? Why do this? Just take your time. We as the anime audience have no problem waiting. What's that? You have your corporate overlords? Yeah, that sucks. Which is why whenever a show comes out, like Ladybug or Avatar, just all these other shows that take their time, they don't have the corporate overlord breathing down their back. I just want to, you know what? It would be great to have a company that is doing well enough for themselves where they're making their money, but we'll just let the animators just have fun and just create. Well, the writer can actually write the story he wants to. The only person that's doing that I know of, and I'm pretty sure there's plenty others, is Eiichiro Oda. The One Piece person. He is the sole owner of One Piece. He goes to Jump magazines to publish it, but Duke can publish whatever the hell he wants. When he takes a break for a week, he takes a break for a week because he can. Although, if I'm being honest, I wish I could just take a break for a week. I'm like, I'm not feeling this week. I'll be back. But dude does write like 3 weeks in advance, so do know what he's doing as well. Like, we've seen him when he's overworked. But the thing is, he doesn't need to be. I want him to take his time and make the best story he can, and he has. Like, also, real quick, dude needs to calm down. Stop making sad stories. We get it. You're really good at it. I can't do another sad story, man. Each story I'm like, man, that's really sad. That's really sad. Yeah, that's really sad, but it's not to the point where it feels like it's getting old, because, I mean, One Piece has been going on for years. He's doing new stuff. Nothing feels really regurgitated. But this story, which is also a sad story, I guess it's now a trope, if you really want to call it that, with Bartholomew Kuma, one of the warlords. Dude, I don't know who hurt you. I do not know who hurt you, but please, I hope you're getting some type of therapy, because when you hear some of these stories, because even when you hear a story about like sketchy topics that definitely need to be told, because people go through these topics that they're afraid to speak up and whatnot, somebody's got to tell them. And I don't think he personally has gone through these issues, but he writes like he has. Like, somebody might need to check on their boy, because I have no more tears to give. Actually, that's a lie, I do, but I want to keep them for other media. Dude is on it. And I like how he can do these other topics while keeping his core audience in mind. I like how his demographic is teenagers, but the core audience is like in their 30s. Because we were the 15-year-olds when we were watching this. Of course, your main audience is going to be the 30-year-olds, because we were there from the beginning. We just want to see the fucking end of the story. Like, Toriyama, who passed away, the creator of Dragon Ball. If there was never to be any more Dragon Ball, I would be okay with it. Because after the it was an arc after that. The Cerulean arc. I think it ended in a way where if I never got any more, that's fine. Hey, there's a Black Frieza, he's terrorizing. Sure, I'm sure that later on, somebody will go and beat him. But I want to say that I want Goku's story to be over. I'm like, hey man, you did it. Your story's over. You found Oob. You're training him. Cool beans. If Frieza comes back, have him beat him. That's what I want. Like, if Toro Taro, which is now the lead person for Dragon Ball, does it, I want him to branch off. Like, let Goku's story end. Like, the new movie that's coming out is focusing on Goten and Gohan. I mean, Goten and Gotenks. I'm sorry. Goten and Trunks. Yeah, sure. Perfect. Give them the spotlight. Don't bring Goku back. Please don't bring Goku back. Not because, nostalgia, but tell your own story. Dragon Ball is a universe. It isn't just Goku anymore. I'm going to go back to Oda real quick. I haven't seen Luffy in the manga in over a year. I know, we know he's on Elbaf. We know who he's fighting. But Oda's like, you know what? Flashback and backstory time. But it fits so well that you were like, oh wow. Right. Isn't Luffy fighting somebody? Holy crap. Like, whenever he tells a flashback or goes back in time to tell a story so that we have more context, his world building is on point. Like, do that with Dragon Ball. You have Goten in Trunks. You have Oob coming up. You have Pan. Flesh them out. Make them the new face of Dragon Ball. You have the chance with Gohan. You listen to your editors and whatnot. And we got Goku back. Yeah, Goku's iconic, but you have a chance to tell an actual story, not just, hey, bad guy's here. Hey, I want to fight you. Hey, you seem to be strong enough. Let's just pull out our bullshit move out of our ass and move on. We're going to train so we can beat the next guy. I'm not trying to be super mean, but while I enjoy Dragon Ball, the story is bad. It's really bad. Like, really, really bad. Inconsistent. Fan servicey in terms of, rule of cool. But that's why I like reading One Piece way more than Dragon Ball. Oh man, I can tell you every side character in One Piece, and I like the side characters. Like, I still love Luffy. He is still a great main character. But I love side characters in the other part of the crew, like Sanji, who's gotten... By the way, Sanji has gotten 2 arcs. I just want to let everybody know. They're like, Zoro is the greatest, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. And I 100% agree that they are absolutely glazing Zoro. And Zoro's cool. He is like the second in command. And I will not argue with that. Sanji has 2 arcs. He's got the Barate arc, and then he's got Whole Cake Island. He has 2 arcs. He is in the lead with more screen time than any other Straw Hat, like, that focuses around him. Like, Zoro's backstory was told in a one-picture family tree. Would I like to see Zoro's story fleshed out? Actually fleshed out? Like, yeah, Ryuma, he cut a dragon in half, yada yada yada, he's the Shimoskis, and yada yada, cool, fine. And Wano was the chance to do so. They didn't do shit. I was hoping that Egghead was where Frankie got his time to shine. Nope. Okay, well, his dad's in Wano. Maybe, nope, they didn't even cross paths. What? What the fuck? And I'm telling you right now, Nami needs another backstory. I mean, Nami needs more focus. We know that she was left behind. I would love to see how that came to be. Like, there was a character who was going to be her actual sister. They just made her her partner in crime for the One Piece Gold movie. I'm like, man, that would have been cool if they fleshed it out, and it would have been so awesome. And then they were going to do something more with her again for Shiki's movie. I think, especially since, you know, we just see Nami being, hey, I'm a maternal figure, I'm going to help them because the kids, yada, yada, yada. Okay, where's that leading from? Because you're the navigator. Your story started with you charting the world. I haven't seen you hold a map. Other than the log post on your hand, do you remember what a map is? But that's just it. I get to sit here and hope that he does it. I don't want what My Hero Academia did, and don't get me wrong, I love My Hero Academia, but I felt that My Hero Academia was rushed. It went from them being in school to, hey Deku, did you know you have all these powers that are awakening at once? Don't question it, just fucking use them. Alright, the story's over. So here's what happened to everybody and what they're doing. Why not just give us that? Like, this was a good story. To actually figure out what's going on, you have to read a completely separate canon piece of material to let you know what happened to everybody after they were done. I'm like, but why? You literally could just continue like a prologue instead of making it like a one-off canon prologue thing. Just make it part of this. What are you doing, man? I don't want to watch One Piece and found out Sanji, well, he decided to move back and marry Puddin. Zoro, he decided to actually create his 4 and 5 sword style. Brook, well, he's singing with Laboon. He travels inside him, going from island to... No, I do not want the... I do not want the Sandlot ending where they just narrate them and then they just disappear and like you never hear from them again. No! Give us closure inside of the story that I'm reading. Please. That's all I want. How long have I been walking? 17 minutes? Okay. But yeah, the owl. That's what I want. A story that actually ends, that feels like it came to a good conclusion. I feel like My Hero Academia did, even though I felt like it's a little rushed. It's like they did a time skip without doing the actual time skip. And then they told the rest of the story after the manga ended. Like, I'm trying to think of another manga that ended that had a good, satisfying end. There are animes where I feel like they did, but most animes that finish up with just 12 episodes needs 24 episodes. If you're gonna do a one-off anime, give us the full 24. Because to try to tell an entire story in 12 episodes, especially when you have one episode as a recap, that's unacceptable to me. Really trying to think of a manga or anime that I felt, yeah, this was great. Your Lie in April is one of them. Wotakoi was one of them. Hellgirl needs a proper ending. If I'm being honest, I want the next series after Soul Eater, because it goes Fire Force, which leads into Soul Eater, and the ending of Soul Eater, while it did end, I don't think it ended well, if I'm being honest. Like, I want a new series that takes what was learned in both Fire Force and Soul Eater and give us a proper ending. Like Fire Eater or Force Soul Force. There we go. Yeah, sure, why not? All I want is that, because as I'm watching the show, I'm like, hey, the whole combust thing. Okay, they combust. Not once is that ever brought up in Soul Eater. I'm like, So because I'm not finished with Fire Force, I'm still reading, but I do know that it goes into Soul Eater. So I'm hoping for a conclusion that makes me think, okay, if they're not doing the whole reason for Fire Force, I hope that ending is well worth it. Because I'm already not a fan of the ending to Soul Eater. Fire Force, please let your story going into Soul Eater make sense. Please let it make sense. All right. Here's that. There's that. Oh. All right, guys. Spent all day talking about anime. I'm going to go upstairs, relax, use the restroom, stream. But I hope you have a good holiday. Stay safe. Tonzoa Koite.